Okay. Actually, what quests am I supposed to be doing right now? We are not doing that. We might do that. We will be doing that, but much later. We need to join the Thieves Guild. And there is screen tearing on the screen. Just a second, let me restart this shit. I absolutely positively cannot stand the screen tearing that OBS seems content to fucking have in every iteration of their product. I can't abide by it. I can't stand it. I outright fucking hate it. Let's go take a carriage. So for just a reminder, and for those who are new to this playthrough, this is a conduct run. So basically it means that I have set myself parameters or rules that I am not to sidestep, that I'm not to break under any means. And you might think, wow, that sounds crazy, that sounds terribly dumb. Well, this is a role-playing game. In fact, Skyrim, in my opinion, is probably Bethesda's only current role-playing game.
All for sale at fair prices. The roads of Skyrim lead to many dangers.
Because we don't talk about Starfield in this house.
Take a look.
How much money have I got? Do you have anything that I want? Is the question. Of course, I added all these armor replacer mods, so that's going in potion texture replacers. That fucking causes problems. That's why the poisons are all invisible. The potions aren't, but the poisons are. Like, okay. I'll buy the single lockpick from you. There we go.
May your road lead you to warm sands.
Yeah, I could ride Blaze all the way to Riften, but I don't feel like it. Excuse me? Excuse me? The screen is tearing again. Ugh. Yeah, so it went out of its way, killed the feed for a second, and then starts screen tearing.
Where do you want to go?
Awesome. Awesome stuff.
Climb and back, and we'll be off.
So now I have a problem with Skyrim recording.
Couldn't ask for better weather.
Offline local recording, by the way.
Get up there.
Oh, for
I've been
fuck's
looking for you.
sake.
Got something I'm supposed to deliver. Your hands only.
Yep.
Let's see here. Yeah, got this note.
Go away.
All right, then. Huh? What do you want? I owe a great deal of money to someone, and I think they cheated me. I don't know what to do. I was able to work out a deal with the stables in Whiterun to sell me some of their tack and harnesses. I borrowed some gold from Sapphire to pay for the shipment, but it got robbed before it even arrived. Now Sapphire wants her money back, and if I don't pay her, I think she's going to kill me. You will? Oh, thank you. Be careful with Sapphire. She mixes with all sorts of acid.
And this is where the niece sleeps. Actually, she sleeps in that closet. She is. Her room is in a glorified closet. Compare that with this. It's a closet. It's the same exact space.
Please help me. I'm going to lose my job at the Riften Fishery.
Oh, for fuck's
My job
sake.
at the Riften Fishery is in danger. The owner, Bolly, said that if I show up for work in this condition one more time, then I'm out. I don't mean to do this to myself, but I can't help it. I tried some skooma a year ago, and ever since then, I can't stop. If you could give me a healing potion, I could cleanse this poison from my body and get back to my life. Your kindness will never be forgotten. Here, take this. It's all I can offer you for what you've given me. It is our most... Look, I don't think I should
So I
say-
need to find out
I
why
mean,
this is
I could
forcibly
kill me.
cutting out.
Okay, I'll tell you. I get my skooma from Sarthas Idrin. He has some sort of a setup over the Riften warehouse. You can't get inside, though. They've kept that place locked up tight since the war began. I overheard Bolly say that only the Jarl carries the key to the warehouse. When I meet Sarthas there, he's usually waiting for me outside with his bodyguard. You've been kind. I thank you.
Yep, this thing is just hellbent on having screen tearing be a thing. Oh, wait a minute.
If you're ever in the market, I may be Dark Elf by birth, but I was raised Argonian. Through reasons I'm still trying to discover, I ended up orphaned, then taken in by a kindly Argonian family in Black Marsh. I hope one day to find out what happened to me, how I ended up like that. Just one. I know when I was found by my Argonian father, I was wrapped in a blanket bearing the symbol of House Telvanni. It was one of the great houses in Morrowind long ago. Whether that means I was one of them or not, I'm uncertain. If you come across anything in your travels that might provide me with the answers I'm looking for, I'd be grateful. Thank you. Anything you can find would be of great help. Good luck. Yes. I learned that a matron who had served for House Telvanni had escaped Morrowind during the Accession War. Records showed her barring passage aboard a sailing vessel named the Pride of Telvos, but that's where the trail ran cold. I've spent years looking for what became of the ship, but I ended up empty-handed.
Okay. I forgot that this game pretty much tells you right where everything is. I went ahead and ordered a new capture card because the one I'm using right now is a piece of shit. And I can only blame so many things on OBS before you have to start and look and go, maybe it's a capture card problem. Also, the fact that this is, I think, the third or fourth one of these kinds that I've gone through because they're just so, like, really, really, really delicate, really fragile. And I'm not even talking about, like, getting mad and, like...
Need a ride?
You know...
Where do you want to go?
With it or whatever. I'm just
Climb
talking...
back and we'll be off.
Its lifespan... Yes, Windhelm. Thank you. I'm just talking its lifespan is really, really, really short.
Nice weather for a ride. Hope it lasts.
So this new one I ordered is USB, HDMI. See, now I'm competing with the fucking carriage. Yeah. Yeah, keep singing. Keep singing. Fuck. The one I ordered now is a USB to HDMI 3.0. And I checked the slightly cheaper one, 2.0 is the one I'm using now that I've been using. This is like the third one of that because I've had to replace it twice. One time it broke on an accident. It wasn't actually being used at the time. It just happened to break. So I'm going to go ahead and assume that 3.0 is better. Okay. Also, going back to the conduct run, if you want to know the exact details of the parameters of this conduct run, you merely need to check the info of this video. I have it listed. I also have the mods that are being used in this. Oh good, the video cut out again. Awesome. Great stuff. That's just great. Y'all see that? Y'all see how the video cut out again? Motherfucker. This is turning out to be now with OBS. It's turning out to be about as bad or worse than streaming on Twitch. And for those of you who don't know, Twitch is garbage. It absolutely fucking sucks. And it's part of the reason why I don't stream anymore, because it's unreliable. I like to keep the footage that I've recorded instead of be at the mercy of Twitch or Microsoft or whoever. I think what I'm going to do is once I reach the point up here, I'm going to uninstall this version of OBS and install a later version. And also delete all of the profile junk, because clearly those settings are interfering. I mean, you have to figure, right? I mean, the very fact that the video, the visual, not the audio, I typed it in, and apparently I'm the only person on this fucking planet that's experienced this problem, where the visual, the video will cut out for like a second and then come back in and then there's screen tearing. I've typed it in and everyone else seems to be having problems with audio cutting out. I'm specifically having problems with visual cutting out, as it has done now 3 or 4 times during this recording, this broadcast. But for some reason, this game, this capture card or OBS, prefers it to have with the screen tearing. I don't know why, but it does. Go back to Windhelm, get a carriage ride back to Riften. That's immersive, right? I fast travel when necessary.
Need a ride? Where do you want to go? Climb and back and we'll be off. You'll want to watch yourself in Riften. A lot of ways to get yourself in trouble in that town. You might run into some of them lizard folk in Riften.
Please shut up.
I've been looking for you. Got something I'm supposed to deliver. Your hands only.
Oh,
Let's
fuck
see.
off, you
Looks like
twat.
that's it. Got to go.
Oh, look, another mysterious message. It's another Creation Club quest. Oh, we know. We know you had Burger King last night. Ooh. I'm not even going to bother to shut down OBS to restart it. You're just going to have to deal. We're just going to have to deal with the screen tearing for now. Give this book to Bran Shay, and then we'll deal with that.
My money's on the big one.
Please, someone do something!
Rare trinkets and the finest oddities from Morrowind.
This should be good. God, another fight.
I'm getting out of here.
Lucky hit.
Haha!
I'll fix you good.
He's fighting the guards? What the hell? And that's why you don't make essential characters. Because they can fuck your game up.
Enough.
Hey, Branchet.
And what might you... Let me see that. Yes, yes. This is it. I don't know how you found this, stranger, but you've obviously succeeded where I have failed. Please, let me offer you this key. It unlocks my strongbox under my stand in the marketplace. Help yourself to anything inside.
Never done an honest day's work in your life for all
Oh,
that coin you
fuck
got.
off, pissant.
I can take a hint, lad.
Can you?
Coin,
Can you take a hint? I'm not sure. I'm not so sure about that.
This should be good.
Someone do something!
Why is Maul suddenly attacking the guards? So we came back from that quest, and apparently the guards are attacking whatever his name is.
Blade thirst for your blood.
that takes care of that.
I'm going to find whoever did this.
Yeah, this guy, Maul, started freaking out and attacking some of the guards, or they started attacking him.
Azura's wisdom to you, friend. I really appreciate what you've done for me. I'll never forget it.
Oh, there's an Imperial courier here. And someone started attacking him.
Live for thousands of years. See into other people's
My food is the best in all of Skyrim. I picked up a trick from a butcher in Elenir, a small town over the border in Hammerfell. He showed me a way to grind up ice wraith teeth and use it as a preservative. Keeps everything cold and fresh, but only for a limited time. I'm always looking to replenish my supply, so if you ever come across 5 of them, I'd be more than happy to take them off your hands. Thanks. I was actually worried I'd run out. Well, I'd be careful if I were you. I hear the Nords hunt them for some kind of initiation rite, and not all of them end up victorious. The last traveler that traded me some said he found them at a place called Ancient's Ascent. Careful, though. Rumor has it a dragon makes its home there. Be careful looking for those teeth. Those little bastards are dangerous.
Gems, potions...
So this guy came into the city. This is a Stormcloak city. And the guards started attacking him. Then Maul got involved and started attacking the guards.
Just thinking about my experiments.
So then the other guards came in and started attacking him.
I'm aspiring to earn that title, yes. However, the road ahead is paved with loose cobbles and deadly pitfalls. Master Elgrim says I'm a natural, that I have a unique talent. But I fear his approval masks his intolerance for my mistakes. My errant formulas have cost Master Elgrim a fortune in ingredients, some of which are almost irreplaceable. To restore Master Elgrim's supply, I would need 20 Deathbell, 20 Nightshade, and 20 Nirnroot. Am I sensing that you may be interested in gathering these rare ingredients for me? That means more time for my experiments and less time in the field. Much appreciated.
I love doing little fetch quests. It makes me feel special.
My experiments can't be completed until you've brought me those ingredients. Do hurry.
Have our scouts come up with any information on these reports of dragons?
Yes, milady. That unpleasantness at Helgen supposedly involved a dragon. It killed several soldiers before it departed.
I want you to speak to the city guard. Make sure there's a contingency plan in effect in case Riften falls under attack.
Yes, milady. I've also taken the liberty in preparing a private carriage, just in case.
Good. If Riften should fall, it's only right that its leader be spared.
What?
Welcome to Riften, traveler. I hope the road fared well for you.
Isn't this saying it's only right that the captain go down with the ship?
Yes, I'm afraid we're aware of Sarthis' presence in the warehouse. Unfortunately, we're certain he has informants within the city guard. Every time we've made a move to arrest him, he's escaped. However, if you take care of this discreetly, you might be able to surprise him without warning. Excellent. Here, this is the key to the warehouse. See if you can drop in on this dealer of poison and convince him to close down his operation permanently.
I.e.,
good journey to you.
Go in there and smash his head in with an axe. Or a warhammer. So now that we have that great mystery solved.
Purchase a bottle of my genuine farmer blood elixir.
Glad to see you finally came to your senses.
Okay, what do you want?
Ready to make some coin?
What do I have to do?
Simple. I'm going to cause a distraction. You're gonna steal Medesi's silver ring from a strongbox under a stand. Once you have it, I want you to place it in Branche's pocket without him noticing.
Oh, you mean that one I already lockpicked the other night?
There's someone that wants to see him put out of business permanently. That's all you need to know. Now, you tell me when you're ready, and we'll get started.
See, I don't know if it's the unofficial
We've been contracted
hatch
to make sure
or...
Branche remembers not to meddle in affairs that aren't his own. Now, since we're not the Dark Brotherhood, we're not going to kill him. We're just going to make sure he sits in the prisons for a few days. I'm ready when you are. Just give the word.
What the hell was I saying? Anyway, it probably wasn't even important. Deal with the evil cokehead Sarthis Idrin.
Huh?
What?
I knew it! You can't hide from me!
Oh, yeah. I don't know if it's the unofficial patch or what that makes those, like the, instead of the quests, you know, messages instantaneously popping up, it, like, lags a little bit. Also, there's another funny thing. I am using the unofficial patch, and apparently they never patched out Sarthis' voice from sounding like a fucking werewolf. They left it in. Arthur will go out of his way to change the location of ebony mines and change them to, like, copper mines or iron ore mines, veins, and will remove the, Daedra of the Savant from that fucking wood chopping block. Oh no, we leave the werewolf breathing sound effect on Sarthis. The game clearly labels him as a werewolf. It doesn't, by the way. I just think that's funny. It's like really, really cherry picking what things to consider a bug. It clearly was a developer oversight that he got the werewolf sound effect. I don't think it was intentional. Like, I'm pretty sure it wasn't intentional.
Come to see Balam. Smithing's been in my blood for generations. I owe my success to my forefathers and their recipe for flame. The secret is my forge. It consumes fire salts, a strange mineral that burns as hot as red mountain lava. Well, it was. Sadly, this forge is dying, and I've used the last of my fire salts. If I can't feed it soon, it may grow cold. You will? Thank you. 10 pinches of fire salt should give me all I need to bring this forge back to life. Remember, nothing but genuine fire salts will do. The forge knows the difference.
I also find it interesting that there aren't really any other blacksmiths, forges, and stuff in the game that have those requirements of, like, needing 10 pinches of fire salts in order to, like, keep it going. And there's multiple blacksmiths in the game. Multiple forges. Here's another thing. What about the Sky Forge? If anything would require Daedric intervention, I would assume something as old and mysterious as the Sky Forge in Whiterun would need 10 pinches of fire salts. Not some ordinary, like, everyday blacksmithing forge in Riften. But what do I know?
What can I do for you? It's nice to receive good news for a change. Did you recover anything else from the warehouse worth mentioning?
Oh yes, he's dealing dope.
Then there's no time to lose. It won't take long for Sarthis' associates to learn of his death. The source of the poison must be destroyed once and for all. Otherwise, another dealer will simply take his place. Do this task for me, and you'll be well on your way to a title in Riften. Good. Report back to me when your task is complete. Good journey to you.
Alright. Isn't it just so nice that people don't even bother to dispose of the bodies? They just leave them. I'm gonna do a quick little body cleanup here. If you haven't been using it yet, Cliff Worms is a Sounds of Skyrim compilation I feel is essential. It doesn't add any NPCs to the game, it just adds sounds. And sounds alone, you hear those kids screaming and playing and dogs barking, it really adds a new dimension, a new layer to the game, where it's like, oh wow, like this world is really alive. It's actually the same density and the same game as before, but you know, it sounds more alive. Yeah, there's this dark elf, he's dragging a corpse along the boardwalk. Should I be concerned? Mom, should I be concerned? Imagine this being like a real job in the game. An NPC comes out with a broom or like some like a rope, a large rope, and just starts like lassoing the dead bodies like off cliffs into the ocean or like this into the pier. Here you go. Now where's that Imperial courier? That's the body that started all this.
Gems, potions, exotic ingredients, I have them all.
Again, if you're unsure of what this conduct run is, please refer to the little info box in this video, whatever you call that, the little about section that says show more when it shows the video, the title, the description. I guess the description is what it's called. We're not going to be doing this quest. We have zero interest in really anything beyond the Baron Saya stones as far as the Thieves Guild goes. So we're going to go ahead and get rid of this corpse. You're uglying up my town, bruh. Look at that. Come, little puppy. Come on. Come here, little puppy. There we go. We're going on a walk. We're going for a little walk. Walking my puppies. People are like, yeah, that's just a Dunmer necromancer. It's fine. You can't say anything. That's their culture. That's their culture. You don't want to be xenophobic against Dunmer people. What's wrong with you? You damn intolerant Nords. We just want to unearth your dead and turn them into our servants. Our unholy death spawn. Bye. Okay. It seems the Imperial Courier's corpse has vanished. Because it used to be like over here or like right over there, and I'm not seeing it. So it somehow vanished, or someone beat me to the punch.
If you've got the coin, you've come to the right place. Pull up a seat.
Yeah. I knew that stupid kid would try and find a way to weasel out of his debt. Look, this is really simple. I lent him some gold, he promised to pay me back, and now he says he's broke. End of story. I don't care. A deal's a deal. Are you kidding me? I've got the entire Thieves Guild at my back. What have you got?
Certainly we can come to some sort of an understanding. These people must be made aware
Until
of the
next
chaos
time.
they've sown.
All right, bitch. I forgot Orthmore nerfed that, so you have to have quite a few points put into intimidation and whatever to get her to back off. Once you reach a certain level, I'm not sure, I think level 20, you get visited by the Worm's Tooth messenger to go and meet with his benefactor to set out to do the main quest of Worm's Tooth, which we will also be doing. Now, I know Moonpath to Elsewhere, Worm's Tooth, and Falskar are like the big three for these games, and I originally played Falskar on PC when I first got Skyrim for PC, and I'm not trying to like piss on what's his name, Jonathan Valicki.
Need a ride? Where do you want to go?
Let's see. Where do I want to go? Windhelm.
Climb and back, and we'll be off.
Look, I'm not trying to piss on Jonathan Valicki's work, because it's a very impressive world. Like the scope of it, the size, you know, all that stuff. Fucking moron. I can't wait here forever. It's just really a dead world. Like, there's not really a lot to do. And I noticed there was a lot of add-on mods for this mod that adds, like, Khajiit caravans and other things like that. I kind of feel like things like that should have been... If it's such a big world-encompassing, you know, space, like a world space type of mod, like a mini DLC, I feel like it should already have that stuff in it. The quest, I don't really remember that much about the main quest of Falskar. Something about rival kings or warlords or something, and trying to get to these areas before the bad guy gets to it or something. It kind of reminded me of Fable. But the main quest bugged out on me, and I was unable to progress it, and I was just like, you know, The next time I redid my load order, I just didn't use Falscar because it was... To me, I was like, look, you know, and I remember... I seem to recall the mod author posting something that he wasn't going to update the mod, so that rubbed a lot of people the wrong way, rubbed me the wrong way, because I was like, well, I already decided it wasn't fun for me, so I would never put it in my load order again anyway. But now that they're not going to update it, this was years ago, I don't know if he's updated it since, or someone else did, I have even less reason to put it back in my load order. Also, it's not exactly lore-friendly. I know people are like, immersion, lore-friendly, I hate those terms. People cherry-pick. What I hate is when people use the Dwemer as, like, a get-out-of-jail-free card to put the most ridiculous shit in Skyrim. Here's the thing. Lore-friendly does not mean canon. Okay? This apartment I just entered could be considered lore-friendly because it's a Dunmer home in the slums in Windhelm. It could be considered lore-friendly. Is it canon? No, it's not. And even when people go and call certain things lore-friendly, does not make it so. For example, nowhere in the lore or in previous games or outside of game books have there been discoveries of Dwemer flying cars. There are Dwemer airships. There's at least one example back in Blood Moon, I think, Morrowind's second expansion. That was like a one-and-off thing, but I guess you could use that as an example of, oh, well, that must mean there's one, there might have been more. But people go crazy and they put like lightsabers and see, oh well, they're Dwemer, they're dwarven beam blades. Okay, how come those haven't been found in any you know, archaeology dig sites or whatever? Because they don't exist. They're not lore friendly or canon. We're going to go ahead and kill Astrid here.
Sleep well. Does it matter? You're warm, dry, and still very much alive. That's more than can be said for old Grelod, Half of Skyrim knows. Old hag gets butchered in her own orphanage. Things like that tend to get around. Oh, but don't misunderstand. I'm not criticizing. It was a good kill. Old Crone had it coming. And you saved a group of urchins to boot. But there is a slight problem. You see, that little Aretino boy was looking for the Dark Brotherhood. For me and my associates. Grelod the Kind was, by all rights, a Dark Brotherhood contract. A kill that you stole. A kill you must repay. Well now, funny you should ask. If you turn around, you'll notice my guests. I've collected them from, well, that's not really important. The here and now. That's what matters. You see, there's a contract out on one of them, and that person can't leave this room alive. But, oh, which one? Go on. See if you can figure it out. Make your choice. Make your kill. I just want to observe and admire. Now that is a shame. But what you fail to realize is that you involved yourself in this insanity when you took Grelod's life. You made your choice. Now it's time to face the consequences of your actions. You don't leave this shack until someone dies.
Oh. Okay. She said someone has to die.
Where'd you come from?
My goodness, I'll see you dead!
She said until someone dies.
Come now, my friend. Haven't we played this game long enough? Untie me, and we can all go our separate ways. Ah, you see? That wasn't so hard now, was it? Let's the two of us just forget we ever met, hmm?
You cut these bindings this minute. You hear me? You cut these bindings right now. Well, it's about damn time. Capturing a woman from her home, keeping her bound like an animal. Ridiculous.
Please. Please release me. Cut my bonds. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I'll never speak of this to anyone. I promise.
Ah, sweet freedom. Now that's more like it. You have my thanks, stranger.
Big witch feathers. All right. So we denied Astrid, and we killed her. One of Arthmor's sky shards. So this region is called Yalmarch. I actually thought it was Hafengar. I think Hafengar is where Solitude is, right? The Blue Palace. Oh, wow. I wasn't even trying to capture the virus. Holy hell. I can honestly say that that's the first time that that's happened just like that, without me actually trying to get vampirism. Well, not the first time, but the first time recently. When I first played Skyrim years ago, I contracted normal vampirism, which is what this is. This, if I do decide to become a vampire, I'll just be a normal vampire, not a vampire lord. I hadn't really taken vampirism into account when doing this run. I did say that when it comes to doing the Dawnguard content of the game, I'm going to join the vampires. I guess if I become a vampire, I'm a vampire. I'm okay with this. I guess. I mean, you don't really see my character's face. So... You've contracted syphilis! What? Okay. See, normally I go all the way up this way to get to there. It's nighttime, so it's easy to get led astray. See, isn't that gorgeous? The little Aurora Borealis and the moon, the red moon. Real life could never be so pretty. Only in a 13-year-old video game. And if I take, like, if I go through a long period of not talking, it's because my throat is bothering me. I am currently recovering from a cold that I've had for about 2 weeks now. Not COVID, just a really nasty cold. And occasionally I will get well, apart from just feeling tired from talking, my throat will get sore, and then it'll be time for me to not talk as much. See, is this supposed to be in the game? There's like nothing in here. And there's no indication that there was ever anyone living there. Okay. And I am using some realistic, like the waves, realistic water, waves, all that. I really like this region of Skyrim. For one reason, the border of High Rock and Skyrim, which is where Castle Valkahar is, really reminds me of Daggerfall for some reason, and it really shouldn't, but it does. Like, this whole region here, from here to, like, out there, really reminds me of classic Daggerfall. Because there are regions of Daggerfall where there's snow, and there's, you know, water. I also have some fond memories of playing Hofengar in the border of Skyrim, or whatever it was called. Lovingly made by the mod author Jup Vandi, who I don't want to mislabel him, but I think he's from, like, the Netherlands or Sweden or somewhere. Voices all of his characters. He actually sounds like a Nord, too, in real life, so there's that. A lot of, like, kind of fourth wall breaking, out of left field NPC interactions, but but also some really good, like, stuff that would fit, maybe not for Skyrim, but for, like, Oblivion or Morrowind. And it made it, like, a memorable mod. You know, I'm particularly fond of the Metal Dragon boss fight, which at that point, when I played it years ago, almost a decade now, that was, like, the final part of the mod. Now I understand it's been greatly expanded upon. So there's Felstead, and I think it's called Felstead. It was back in those days when I really had no sort of governance over the mods I chose, if that's the right word. I just kind of put things in my load order willy-nilly and decided if I liked it, I would keep it. Like all those Terra armor and weapons mods that, while cool looking, did not really fit the style of Skyrim or Elder Scrolls. Beyond Skyrim, Bruma came out around then, 2016, I think. Oh, look who it is! I remember being very excited for Bruma and playing it and just kind of feeling like, this is it? I just remember feeling like the game definitely, the mod, I think, is definitely meant to be post-game. Simply for the fact that people already assume that you're a Dragonborn. And also, a lot of the little puzzles, like when you're interrogating that prisoner and then the persuasion prompts, really expects you to have a lot of points put into speech, which I never do. Not until I got an official patch. Thanks, Arthur. I never gave speech a second thought because it's like, oh, well, you could just bullshit your way through it. And that was in the base game. So now I will devote a little bit of time to putting in to speech each time. Like I just showed you a bit ago with Sapphire. I couldn't intimidate her, couldn't persuade her. There should be an option in there if you have low speech or low intelligence to just brawl the bitch. Like you can everyone else in Skyrim, because that's how Nords do it. And there's no option to do that. So that was very disappointing. Alright, get over here, courier. Let's get this over with. Oh, there's a new lady at the orphanage. Go adopt some brats. So he vanished.
I welcome you, friend. How may I serve you?
Note that this is the Khajiit that Isolde mentions doing business with.
Take a look.
Also note that Madron, his caravan is never within proximity of Whiterun, whereas Risad, the older one with white long hair, is right outside the city gates. I think that it was a bug and they just never changed it because they figure, oh, you know, all those Khajiit look the same anyway, right? At least that's my headcanon.
May your road lead you to warm sands.
Wait, do you have any potions?
The warm sand of elsewhere is far away from here. Take a look.
I need some potions. Actually, I don't think I want to be a vampire just yet. Because there's a lot of downsides to being a vampire and not being a vampire lord. And we're going to be fighting dragons here soon enough, and as you know, dragons, most of them breathe fire, although some of them breathe frost. It's not really fun being a vampire who are naturally weak to sunlight and flame, fighting a fire-breathing fucking dragon. It's not fun. In 10,000 Ways to Die, as far as being a vampire goes, that's number 1.
They can't hurt Uncle Rogvir. Tell them he didn't do it.
Positions.
Sorry, you need to go home.
Everyone here is
Go
just
home and stay there and-
lined up for a good old-fashioned beheading.
Traitor!
You betrayed us.
Tell her that her uncle is scum that betrayed his high king.
Popcorn, tea, cigarettes, coffee, tea, cigarettes, coffee,
You
popcorn.
helped Ulfric Stormcloak escape the city after he murdered High King Tori. By opening that gate for Ulfric, you betrayed the people of Solitude.
He doesn't deserve to speak!
There was no murder. Ulfric challenged Tori. He beat the High King in fair combat. Such is our way. Such is the ancient custom of Skyrim and all Nords.
Hiss! Burns!
On this day, I go to Sovngarde.
Yeah, that's not really the worst thing you've ever seen. If you've been to liveleak.com, back when that was a thing, I think it's gone now. But back when that was a thing, there's way worse stuff on there than just getting. What? What? Is he gonna behead him again? What?
It shouldn't have been like this.
You wouldn't be a sellsword, would you? I have a little problem you could solve. Mind yourself in my city, friend. This here axe in full swing is a right terrible sight.
What's the job?
You stay out of trouble now. The Castle Dower dungeon can break even the strongest will.
Don't tease me with a job and not offer it. Rude.
Fresh fish. Fresh fish.
I don't like fish because they have a tendency to carry parasites. Also, we need to go to Dragonbridge and report to that one guy that we killed, the Dark Brotherhood leader. Okay. Whose house is this? Bryling's house. I think my house... Well, it's not my house yet. Okay, this is the Bard's College. We'll go ahead and kickstart this quest so we can get access to the Master Speech Trainers, which will help later down the road.
Welcome to the Bard's College. I'm the headmaster here. How may I help you?
I want to join your school.
Always a pleasure to meet a prospective bard. You should be aware that many apply, but we accept very few people. When possible, we ask applicants to perform tasks the college needs completed. In this case, I do have a task befitting an aspiring bard.
Yes, you look like a common tramp, but I'm going to send you into a deadly ghost and zombie-infested dungeon.
Elisif has forbidden the burning of King Olaf, a festival put on by
to
the
retrieve a
Bard's
smelly
College.
old book.
We need to change her mind. To convince her, I want to read King Olaf's verse, a part of the poetic Edda, the living history of Skyrim. Unfortunately, the verse was lost long ago.
The living dead of Skyrim.
Yes, according to Giraud, our history's keeper, the portion of the Edda dealing with King Olaf might still exist in Dead Man's Respite.
I don't think that's how you spell Giraud.
I need you to retrieve the poem.
All right.
I wish you luck in finding the bird.
Yes, we need you to go inside and venture in some musty old crypt that's filled with traps and zombies and ghosts and all sorts of abominations from hell to retrieve some smelly old book. And we might consider letting you join. Like, what? You can't just have me, like, proofread some papers or write a poem or... No, it's either that or...
Oh, Master. I've been looking for you. Got something I'm supposed to deliver. Your hands only. Let's see here. Ah, there's a new lady in charge of the orphanage in Riften. She asked me to hand out these notices to everyone I met. Looks like that's it. Got to go.
Annoy everyone. Give them a pamphlet. What if they don't want a pamphlet? You give them a fucking pamphlet! That's what she was saying. I am using a statue mod. As you notice, those statues don't belong here. And I think it's called Statuesque Solitude or something. It's really easy to find. There are mods that I have, but I have not listed because they're not really... They're still in my load order because I will use them at some point, just not on this playthrough, so they're inconsequential. So if you happen to notice things like, wait a minute, you have this and that in your game and you're not blah blah blah.
You're passing through Solitude? Maybe you're looking to make some easy gold, yes?
See, why even mention it if you're not going to use it?
It's easy to find things to sell. Things nobody will miss. Things from underground, or just left lying around in someone's house. I bet the two of us, we're very alike. So why not take the next step? We can help each other. My sister Daedra and I are treasure hunters. We like to collect things.
That's a euphemism for thief. And that's why you scaly bastards are usually locked outside of all the cities.
I knew you looked like a clever one. With the war, many more ships come through these docks, loaded with weapons and pay, but few people, and they pass through dangerous waters. We have an interest in one of those boats, the Ice Runner. The Solitude Lighthouse will be guiding it in, but if its fire were to go out, the Ice Runner would run aground. What an interesting idea. I think if someone were to do something like that, there would definitely be a certain amount of loot to be shared. Yes, if someone were to put out the lighthouse fire and then meet me on the docks afterwards, I could certainly direct them to that loot.
And this is why your
It would be
kind
best if we spoke little until you've completed
isn't wanted in the cities. I need to find that headsman. I need to get that little, that side quest. You lying asshole, it's the Felcher! That's the Felcher, not the Castle Dower.
Take a good look around. I'm sure you'll find what you're looking for.
There'll be no felching to be had. Okay, I'm going to pause it, grab a drink real quick. We had ordered dinner from a local burger joint called Crown Burgers, and I was just curious to see if perhaps they had been delivered. Hey, look who it is! Hey, it's Viarmo. I didn't think he ever left the school.
Tendrils of thought may wind their way through this realm, but those tendrils
Erling. So I just passed by the, check the front door real quick. Now, is the dungeon in Castle Dower? I think so. Okay, this is the dungeon.
I'm telling you, Ulfric's planning an attack on Whiterun.
He'd be insane to try. He doesn't have the men.
That's not what my scouts report, sir. Every day more join his cause. Riften, Dawnstar, and Winterhold support him.
It's not a cause. It's a rebellion.
Let's see here.
I stand with the Stormcloaks. You Imperial dogs will never break my will. Never.
So normally you don't have any reason to go down into the dungeons, but you can really see how messed up things are. They have a torture chamber that's obviously been used recently. Don't see any Thalmor down here, so we can't really blame the Thalmor. Or blame it on the Thalmor.
You stay out of trouble now. The Castle Dower dungeon can break even the strongest will. I may have accidentally let a prisoner escape. The leader of one of those bandit groups. I told everyone he died during questioning, and I need you to track him down and make sure he doesn't show up to disprove that. Good. I'll have a sack of coin waiting for you when you get back. Remember, I need that bandit dead, not alive.
Yes, dead is the opposite of alive. Very good. I'm glad that we've got that sorted out. That female prisoner that you hear,
I stand with the Stormcloaks. You Imperial dogs will never break my will.
she says something about how Hammerfell took back their independence. I've heard her say that.
You won't get anything out of me, you filthy sons of horkers.
Interesting, there's no Thalmor in here. It's all Imperials doing this stuff. Oh, the torture? Yeah, that was by the Thalmor. They're just not here right now. Oh, okay. I'm sure that's how it is. Blame the elves. A convenient scapegoat.
I'm telling you, Ulfric's planning an attack on Whiterun.
He'd be insane to try.
And then,
he doesn't have the men.
Doc Mitchell.
That's not what my scouts report,
Michael
sir.
Hogan.
Every day more join his cause. Riften, Dawnstar, and Winterhold support
Well,
him.
General Tullius, but Doc Mitchell, as you all know if you played Fallout New Vegas. Voiced by Canadian voice actor Michael Hogan. Not sure if he still does voice acting. I heard he had like a brain tumor or something, or some kind of cancer. It was like really bad. And they were running a thing. It just amazes me how people who have these prolific voice acting roles, you look them up and it's like they're not, living the high life. They're not like, they're just like you and me. They do a few voice roles for a game. You think like, oh, that Claudia Christiansen does a lot of voices here in Skyrim in this game. Leggett Ricka and a couple of other people, Adrienne Afinici. You're like, oh, she's probably set for life. No. No, it's like a pittance. So it's like when voice actors like the Bayonetta lady, I can't remember her name, was like protesting or whatever for like residuals or like for more money. And she's not the first one who did it. There was the Silent Hill 2 people, Guy Chichi or whatever his name is. Spearheaded that for residuals and stuff. And then Konami ultimately were like, okay, you can use the new voices or the old ones. And like, look, no disrespect to Mary Elizabeth McGlynn, because she's pretty much always worked with Silent Hill doing like music stuff. Or Troy Baker, but I'm going to use the original voices. I mean, come on. But it just goes to show these people are not rich. Okay, like they voiced some characters in a couple of video games 1 or 2 times. They're not set for life. They're I don't want to say they're poor, but they're not not much better off than just you or me. Like a person who's working steadily at Costco probably has a more guaranteed income, because that's a job position that's needed. They need cashiers, assuming they haven't been all replaced by self-checkout. They need people to stock shelves. They need people to haul freight. Those are jobs that are in demand, that they always need people for. Voice acting is a very fickle industry. Oh, that's a dead rabbit. Let's see here. Where is Dragon Bridge? I can't remember where Dragon Bridge is. Wait, what quest do I have active? No, we're not going to Broken Ore Grotto right now. So yeah, it makes me feel bummed when you've got these really amazing voice actors Oh, apparently I've never been here before. It's just some random-ass Nordic ruin. When voice actors, you know, because people get sick, they develop problems, issues, and things. And, like, they're not covered, you know? Like, union's not helping them. The studio's not helping them because they're not getting enough money, so they have to resort to, like, Kickstarters and GoFundMes. It's like, I get it. Like, you're in need, you're in need. I'm not trying to shame that. I'm just saying it's saddening because I always thought as a kid, wow, they must be set for life. People who voice the Ninja Turtles, the people who... No, like, they make way less money than an actor or actress. You know, they make way less money than a singer. Especially a singer like say, Lady Gaga, who I think by now is probably on Cher and Madonna levels of recognition. I mean, she would never have to put out another album or make another appearance again if she didn't want to, because she has so much money accumulated from all her success. Same can't be said for voice actors, unfortunately. And that's something I kind of figured out just over the years following, you know, some of my favorite voice actors and franchises and things like that. And it really opens your eyes, and you feel for the people, because there's a lot of people like, oh, they just want more money. Well, yeah, of course they want more money. They need a living wage. I'm getting paid peanuts to voice a main character, one main character, or multiple different characters isn't going to cut it. Unfortunately. I know capitalism tells us it's a good thing to rip people off. And also, I think communism is also a very similar mindset. You know how the elite always stay elite and rich? People like to throw communism or socialism in the face of capitalism and say, well, this is a product that works. This is a... But then you see, I thought the idea was that there were no class divisions anymore. Everyone was equal. You go to these countries or these nations or whatever, or communes, and they're very, very distinguishedly wealthy and poor. There is no in-between. There's really no in-between in America anymore. They have made it. The last few presidencies, with some of their executive orders and little bills and things being passed, have pretty much made it sure that there is no middle class anymore. It's either you're poor or you're rich. Even though technically I would never class myself as rich. I guess even owning a penny would make me richer than a poor man, but not by that much, you know. I think I figured out the screen tearing. I opened up AMD, and there's an option in there to help reduce tearing.
Now you're mine.
We're cannibal savages! Ah!
Never should have come here.
Never should have come here! Oh, wow. The Thalmor want to kill me, too? Really? For what? I literally haven't done shit to the Thalmor. I've literally ignored the fucking Thalmor. Because as a dark elf, I don't think about high elves. Okay, I think I completely missed where Dragon Bridge is. See, I'm trying to find Dragon Bridge. And all I'm really finding are a bunch of, like, hostile Forsworn. Well, kids, I think we're lost. I do believe that we're fucked. Okay. I think Dragon Bridge is... Hell. Oh, there's enemies nearby. How cute. How fun. And that was a Durzog. Get out of my way, fucker! Oh, this is Dragon Bridge. Okay.
You lost.
Yeah, what a thing to say to someone. Are you lost? Are you lost? Are you telling me that this motherfucker isn't even here? I killed the Dark Brotherhood leader and the motherfucker I'm supposed to report to isn't even here? Wait, don't tell me. He's at the docks. He's on the Solitude docks, isn't he? Alright, that's fine. That's fine. I hope you all been enjoying this little romper room session today. Brought to you by Anheuser-Busch. It's actually not. It's not sponsored by anything. Ooh, the acid rain sure looks pretty. Okay, I think he's actually on the docks. Or at the docks, or whatever.
You speak to Eck Brothers.
Where the fuck is he? Oh, son of a bitch. Yeah, and people actually walk. You set distance from Dragon Bridge to Solitude. That's easily a full day's walk. People actually walk from Dragon Bridge to Solitude. Okay, I went in here before and I didn't fucking see him.
You must be lost. The tavern is down the road a piece. Citizen?
What the hell? Okay, I don't see him. I don't see him.
Heard they're reforming the Dawn Guard.
You did what?
By the gods, you're serious. You'd better report this to Commander Merrow right away. He's at the Penitus Oculatus outpost up in Dragon Bridge.
Until next time.
What the actual hell?
The leader of the Dark Brotherhood? You mean Astrid? Dead? And this is no jest? Ha! This is a stroke of good fortune. Long have I watched the Dark Brotherhood's movements, waiting for the time to strike. That time is now. My agents have recently acquired the passphrase to their sanctuary. It is, "Silence my brother." Every assassin in that hole must be put down. You, my friend, you've slain their leader. This honor should be yours. Do this, and you will be rewarded most handsomely.
Do it because I don't want to spare the men. All right. So we haven't found Falkreath yet, but we're going to go to Falkreath. I'll probably end up saving it and calling it there for this playthrough, as I'm getting quite hungry and dinner is not here yet, so I need to find something to distract me until such time. Oh, they made short work of those wolves. Those skinned hounds are like something from Oblivion, aren't they? From the Shivering Isles expansion. Because I don't seem to recall them being in anything else. Or anywhere else I would have seen them. Oh, skeletons! How fun it is that time of year. Hey, vigilance, there's skeletons over there. Let's see. Yeah, Falkreath is right around the corner. And there's a little caravan for the moon path to elsewhere. Interesting fact, this mod was made without the creation kit. Now, I don't know how that's even remotely possible. Unless it's something simple like a texture replacer or something like that. That's very easy to do without use of the creation kit. But an entire mod, a little mini DLC sized mod, with a whole new landmass, and NPCs that talk, and enemies, all that done without the creation kit. That blows my mind. I don't know how that was possible. But there you go.
Yes? What is it that you want?
You little pissant.
Ah, it's you. Yes, well, now we'll see if the stories about you are true. There's a group of bandits in my hold that I may have had a few discreet dealings with. The cut they were giving me was good at first, but now it's time to clean things up. Go and take care of it. Good.
Bannermist Tower?
Execute every last bandit. Spare no one.
Where the hell is that at? You know, I wonder... if I could actually finish all of them off and end the video with me killing them. See, someone had told me that my Dark Brotherhood ESO music mod wasn't working for them. And they, of course, quoted it on, like, an off-topic video, which kind of pissed me off. We'll test that here and now. Because it is kind of quiet. Although, I'm not really sure if I'm even using that mod. Yeah, because there's no music playing right now. So I don't know if it's because I'm not using it, or, Huh, there we go. Oh, I guess I shouldn't have picked that up, huh? Oh well. Come on, lizard.
Oh, you've got.
Did you have to take his clothes, too? Yes. Yes, I did. I argue that it was imperative that I did that. RB. Are y'all in here? Oh, you know what?
Who's there?
Oh, fuck.
I knew I heard something.
Hey, free dog. Did you know that he uses curved swords? Curved swords. Curved swords. I'm not sure if I'm even using the Dark Brotherhood music mod. Or maybe it doesn't play on this version because it's like you're killing the Dark Brotherhood. So it doesn't play that music because it's like a different cell, I think. Okay, we did it. We killed everybody. Nice. Wonder if we can break that. I think what happens is it's a different cell. When you kill Astrid, they send you to a different cell. Rather than reuse the same actors, maybe? I'm not sure. I don't know. All I know is that music's not playing, so... Iron ore. Because this, like, wind sound effect is what normally plays. It doesn't normally have any music. But I did a mod that adds the Dark Brotherhood music from ESO in it. Let's see. So the mod does work because one of the changes I've noticed is that Olava, the seer in Whiterun, I changed her to wearing green robes, green hooded robes, and I saw her recently. Last time I was in Whiterun and she was wearing those robes. So the mod does work. I just figure the music might not be working, or for whatever reason, or if for whatever reason you decide to kill Astrid in the Dark Brotherhood, then the music doesn't play. Which I can only assume that that's what's going on.
I've been looking for you. Got something I'm supposed to do.
Oh, goody.
Your hands only. Let's see here. Looks like that's it. Got to go.
More Creation Club nonsense.
By all I hold holy, can it be true? Have you actually done it? This is a great day, my friend. You have struck a blow against darkness that will not soon be forgotten. Here, as promised, a most generous reward.
Alright. So we got 3,000 gold, so we're 3,000 gold richer. So I think next we'll do this quest. And we'll just go ahead and fast travel to Katla's farm. And then I'll call it for this broadcast. It's already going on 2 hours, 1 hour and 41 minutes. Got a lot done. Kind of crazy and hectic at the beginning, but toggled with some settings, and everything seems to be better for now. So we'll go up here. Pop off. Actually, is this armor the best armor that I've got right now? It is the best armor that I've got right now. Alright. So we'll go ahead and save it. Overwrite these. We'll delete them. Never ever overwrite saves. And, yeah, that'll do it for this broadcast. And we'll see you in the next one.